In this video I will show you best places in South Iceland. Good morning guys and welcome to my channel. So today I will show you the best spots in south of Iceland. We are still in the east, but it's southeast. Behind me you can see Foss, which according to the Icelandic beliefs looks like a young horse. Does it? You tell me. Around this road you will find literally hundreds of waterfalls and you just pick one to chill. Weather is changing every 5 minutes. This is Iceland. Let's check out the south coast of Iceland. Just a minute ago I was the only person here, and now look. Tourist situation is also changing dramatically.
It won't stay. She'll be bleeding.
So that place is a red chair. It's nothing but a photo spot. It's a popular tourist attraction on the road number 1. You can just step by and take a photo sitting on the chair with magnificent view. But today weather is freaky. And actually I'm filming this episode by the end of June. It's cold, it was raining and like freezing. Even if you will spend $10,000 on coming to Iceland all exclusive, you cannot buy the weather. So even in the middle of the summer it can be cold and rainy. Be ready. And if you want to have a huge sandwich, which I was not able to finish, stop by Hofen and check out this place. It's pretty good. Here we are, Jökulsárlón, in my opinion the best spot in whole Iceland. This place is spectacular. As you saw, I captured the nice moment. So this is the place where is the glacier lagoon and the glacier is floating into the ocean. This place every day is different because those icebergs, those ice pieces, they form different shapes every day. So you can just sit here on the bench, marvel. Even with this weather, it's super good. But check out my footage from last year. It was way better, but I still love it. They are using the ice pieces to hold the steering wheel. Damn. Middle of summer, end of June, and my hands are frozen. I cannot feel my fingers. I have never been so cold in my life in summer. But yeah, that's what can happen in Iceland. Friend last year broke the rule. Oh my god, he swam.
Will you leave me with your taste? Hey, come cast your spell on me. Hey, come cast your spell on me.
Just on the other side of the road, 5 minutes walk from Jökulsárlón, there is a famous diamond beach. I heard it's more spectacular during the winter because you will see more of the diamonds, but today it's super cold. Even in the summer you will find a lot of ice blocks. Asian lady fell into the water. It's very dangerous because those waves are tricky. And that was almost a Chinese takeaway, sorry to say. And I forgot to mention, the whole area is a national park of Iceland. And it's super cold. If you will fall into that water, maybe a few minutes and you're done! Oh. the glacier which is falling into the Jökulsárlón, into the Diamond Beach, is Vatnajökull behind me. It's 5 minutes drive from Jökulsárlón, and this one is actually the biggest glacier in Iceland. The viewpoint is for free, and yeah, finally the sun is coming out again. I love it. Good morning, day 2 of exploring the south. So we spent the night in this guest house behind me. In general, in Iceland, sleeping in guest houses or farm stays, those options are cheaper than the hotels. But not so much in the south. Especially in this area, the places are a bit pricey. That part of Iceland is super touristic. There are not too many cities and there are many attractions on the way. North, east, west and even Reykjavik areas are cheaper to spend a night than this part of the south. So for this place, a basic room with 2 beds, we had to pay $160 a night. And that was after a promo code and a special offer. Normally it was over 200. But yeah, whatever, it's a good weather. Sun is shining, let's continue exploring. Many of the tourist attractions in Iceland, they do have a paid parking zones. But I will tell you the pro tip. The ones without the cameras in the entrance, you know, if you see cameras, download the app. If you don't, imagine that I have a drone and I took this photo. So we are in the canyon, starts with F. It's an F word canyon. I cannot pronounce it, you have the name here. This is another place you could consider while traveling in south. Spectacular views, and this place got popular after Justin Bieber made his video clip over here.
So let's get to the good part.
After Bieber came here, he closed the entrance to the cliffs. Now you have to stick to the path. F you Bieber. It's around 20 minutes walk from the parking lot and it's totally worth it. So before you could just walk and run over there, now you have to stick to the path. Too many Bieber psycho fans here. That road was closed until yesterday. Few days ago there was a floating from the glacier, also there was a heavy rain. The whole road was floated and closed. Actually I was scared that we will not be able to make it to Reykjavik. And that's the other thing you need to be careful about. Like whenever you make a plan, the nature is always stronger in Iceland. Any road can be closed anytime here. And that was the main highway around the island, the road number 1. We arrived to the city called Vik, and in this town you will find the famous black sand beach. This is volcanic sand, it's pretty unique. I saw those kind of beaches in Japan. That on this beach the infamous incident happened. The Chinese takeaway. It wasn't me who invented this term. So there was a Chinese family having a picnic here and authorities announced the high tide alert. Waves here on that day were very strong and the Chinese family was flashed out. Nobody died on that day. Chinese got angry, the locals got angry because they warned the tourists. In general, this sea, those waves, they are tricky. Don't get too close to the water because one big wave and that might be a Polish takeaway for me, or wherever you're from takeaway. Just next to the black sand beach you can find the Black Crust Pizzeria. The pizza itself is delicious and very unique, but you have to order before you take a seat, so you don't have much time. Pizza is good, but F this place and F Justin Bieber. Next spot on my list is Secret Lagoon. It's not so secret because it's pretty crowded here. This place apparently is the oldest pool in Iceland, and I would say it's pretty chilled. You see that old building? That's the ultimate proof that the pool is the oldest one. This place is located not so far from the famous glacier. That's why we have a lot of steam, a lot of natural hot springs in this area. Here the water has like 100 degrees. It's being cooled down and it's floating into the pool. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Entrance fee is 3,600 krona, which is around $26. For Iceland, that's pretty cheap, and in my opinion, it was worth it. Oh, I think we've been here today. Why I'm always sleeping in some most interesting places in the world? Tell me. Oh my god, a table with the tiles on. I think this one is an old hospital which is turned into the guest house. And actually that one was around $80 per night, which is way cheaper than the previous location. So if you will look, you can find one of those places in a decent price in Iceland. And I'm super stoked. Thank you so much for today. That was my recommendations for south of Iceland. I spent 2 days in the south and I picked up my favorite spots here. Check out other videos from north and east and also other videos on my channel from Iceland, Thailand, Japan or whatever. Like and subscribe and see you in next episode. Peace!